What's going on, guys? Your boy Mason. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the October 29th Knighthood Guild Boss for Global here, guys, to go over the Hell difficulty 9k and the normal 6k score so that you guys are able to get all the rewards from Knighthood Guild Boss. So let's hop into the video, guys. But before we actually hop in, definitely make sure to like and subscribe if you guys enjoy videos like this. I always make sure to get these out every Sunday. So if you guys are wondering, like, how to beat the Knighthood Guild Boss, I always cover that on Sunday. And today's Sunday, so guess what we're doing? We're covering the Knighthood Guild Boss. Alright, hopping into the Hell difficulty, guys. This is the team that I actually decided to stick with for the actual run. We are going to be rocking Light Elizabeth, Margaret, Tarmiel, and Queen Diane. Now, the reason for that is because, as you guys can see, one of the missions is defeat the last enemy with a giant hero skill when entered. So you have to bring a giant hero to do damage at the very end. And you want to deal 300k damage or more, remove 6 debuffs from allies using Purify effect, and then clearing within 8 turns. Now, in terms of what other people are running, a lot of people are running Light or LR Liz, but I will be running Light Elizabeth so that you guys can see the alternative. You don't need to run LR Liz, and you don't need her, this will be the alternative team that you guys can run. So it's pretty much this guy's team, but with Light Elizabeth instead, and it should be okay. The only thing is we won't have the double cleanse effect because we won't have the other Liz for cleanse. But this will still be good, right? So this is the setup. We are running the Goddess Ally basic stat, card set as well. If you have this, use it. If not, you could also use the healing card set as well. I think this one's pretty good. If the ally is debuffed during a skill on the enemy's turn, restore 5% max HP. That one could be good too. And then, we do have HP food as well, just for better tanking. And, I do get these comments a lot where people are like, yo, amazing, I don't have 377 KCC to do this. Am I still able to beat this? And yes, man, that's the reason why I'm showing you guys these teams, is that you have the chance to beat it. And if I'm getting like 10, 11k, you're going to be able to get that 9k. You're going to get 9 or 10k, right? It'll be a lot less than me in terms of the final score, but you'll still be able to get that 9k that you need, right? Just make sure you follow what I do in the video and cover the missions, and you guys will be good. So let's hop in and let's see what this team's able to do for scoring the 9k on Kelak Guild Boss. Alright, guys, we are hopping into the Kelak Guild Boss on the Hell difficulty. Let's see what this team is able to do, man. Pretty much the strategy you guys are going to want to go with, though, man, is let the boss debuff you and then start cleansing it with Margaret, right? And you don't want to buff up on the second phase because that's when he's actually going to start cooking you. And you probably want to get like a Diane ultimate or like a Diane high rank single target on the second phase so that you're able to kill with her and not necessarily the other characters. So what we're going to do is we're going to buff up with Tarmiel here. I'm going to do single target Tarmiel. I'm going to do AoE Tarmiel. And I'm actually going to stance up, I think, off the rip too. So let me do that first because we do get an increased damage dealt if you have Diane Holy Relic, which I do. But I will actually waste these cards right here. And let's see if that really matters or not. Right, so taunting up with Diane right there. We'll be getting the damage dealt, damage reduction with the actual stance itself. We do the single target follow-up, and yep, that's going to do a good chunk of damage. We get, start proccing that Light Elizabeth Holy Relic, or passive, I mean. So that's Infect right there, which does suck. And we are, we are running Tarmiel. So right there, he's going to get block affected because he hit AoE, double AoE, which is good. We only have 1, 2, 3 debuffs, so that's not 6. But we can cleanse now, and we can get more debuffs to cleanse soon in the fight. So let's just start wasting our skills right like this, and hopefully we can get 3 more debuffs to be cleansed next turn, or if we could top deck like a Margaret cleanse. But we need 3 more debuffs to cleanse before we actually do finish off this fight, right? So there we go, and then I'm going to do AoE with Light Liz. Hopefully this doesn't kill. Okay, it doesn't kill. Good, good. We don't want to kill this turn yet because we want to buff up again before we move into the next phase. Can I get a Margaret buff card? Yikes. We do not. But we get a lot of Diane cards, though, which is definitely clutch. Diane cards obviously making it better for us to do the damage we need. And Tarmiel getting hit right there is good too because that's building up his passive, which if you guys don't know, he needs to be hit and activate his grace so he's able to get the basic stats for the team. So that's obviously really good too. Alright, so what we're going to do here, the setup we have, right, I could definitely stance up with Diane. And we could probably just kill with her too. And I'm thinking we could also just do this. We're going to get our ultimate, but he's going to take our gauge going into the next phase. So I want to do this. And then we'll do these cards as a waste, right? And I'm hoping next turn we can get the Margaret buff card to cleanse, just so that we're able to get those last 3 debuffs cleansed so we can get the mission done. Because right now we only have, I still need to get the 300k mission, right? But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm losing my gauge. But the reason why I did that was because I could do this, get my ultimate that way. Let's do that. And then let's do the I guess, light Elizabeth single target, right? I think that's probably going to do the most amount of damage. Let's do that. I'm going to hold on to this to make sure that Diane can kill with that. Because remember, we have to kill with a giant hero, right? Defeat the last enemy with a giant hero. We need to remove 3 more debuffs, though. And the 300k should be dealt with the Diane ultimate, right? Or this rank 3 skill that I do first or second, depending on, you know, the top deck. So we'll do this card right here. Let's see what happens. We're going to do the stance up again. Get the damage dealt refreshed. And as you guys can see, we're doing fairly good damage considering, you know, how tanky the actual the guild boss is. We do get a cleanse card, which is good. Okay, so that's going to be 1 debuff right there. That's going to be another debuff. Or it's not. It's going to be the same. So that's another debuff right there, though, right? Only 1. Dang. That actually sucks. I need him to do multiple debuffs on us for us to actually get a benefit. Now, that actually sucks. I feel like we'll still be okay for scoring. If I finish off with Diane and we don't get this effect, but we get the 300k, we clear within the 8 turns, that could still be good. But the thing is, remember that if you do buff against this guy, he is going to get basic stats. I forget which effect it is, but use a skill with a buff cancel effect on their turn, increases the hero's basic stats, right? Yeah, so I think whenever we buff up, we increase his basic stats, though, which is what we don't want to do, right? But what I do want to do, though, is I want to make sure that Diane is cleansed at the very least so that this card does more, or this ultimate, right? So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. I think we just finish it off, though, guys. I think we do just go for the win. We're not going to get this 6 debuffs from allies, but I mean, if you guys can go for it and get enough of those debuffs on the first phase, then this will still be a W run. So what I think I'll do is I'll do this. I'm going to do this, and then Diane ultimate, and that should get us the 300k. Because we have maximum ultimate move gauge, and she's gonna lifesteal probably all her HP back regardless. But even though the boss is gonna have like crazy stats, right? So boom, that's our 300k right there. We do another Diane card, we do the ultimate, and there we go. So 600k. So we are gonna finish it off with Diane. We are full health, so that's obviously gonna be more points too. But we did miss a mission, right? Yeah, and that's with missing the mission, guys. So if you miss a mission, you can still get upwards of 9k as well. But obviously, getting that remove debuffs from allies would get you that, you know, guaranteed like 12k probably at that point, right? But there you guys go, man. That is what you want to do on the fight against the Kelak guild boss. So that's kind of the setup that you want to go for. So just make sure you get the stance up with Diane. Try and make sure you can get an ultimate push with her onto the second phase. So that you could just deal a ton of damage, right? And even if you're like lower dupe on Diane, you know, it's not going to be like you're hitting super hard with the ult. So then, you know, you would have to do all the damage with the single targets. So there you guys go, man. Let's hop in. Let's go over the next guild boss difficulty. Alright guys, so moving into the extreme, hard, and the normal difficulties, you can swap out Diane if you want for Sariel and just go like full goddess, which I think I will do just for the sake of the video. But we will swap to Sariel, and we'll keep the link and everything. Nothing else has to change. You can run HP food still. Honestly, you could run attack food if you really do want, right? You could definitely run attack food as well. But yeah, this will be the setup we're going to rock here, and we'll hop in and we'll see how well this team is able to perform. What you want to do, remember, is you want to do a really strong damaging hit at the last hit so that you get a little bit extra score, because the way the lower difficulties of Kelak work is that you get higher score when you nuke. So if you're able to nuke while building up basic stats, so like this goddess team, if you could do like a really strong single target with like light Liz or like, you know, with Tarmiel, whatever, then you're going to get a better score. So, you know, you could run attack food because of that, but I'll run HP food for this video. So let's hop in. Let's see. Alrighty guys, we're hopping into the extreme difficulty, and then we'll do the hard and the normal as well, and we'll kind of just breeze through all of them as quick as we can. Let's see. But hopping into the extreme one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the double buff, and then we're gonna go for the double Sariel because he'll be increasing his basic stats. And what I want to do next turn is I want to just get a really strong attack card. Either a merge with Liz or whatever the case, or like a rank 3 AoE. Whatever we can get with her that'll deal a ton of damage is what we want to go for, right? So yeah, as you guys can see, we do the AoE, we follow up single target. We don't get a crit on the second attack right there though, which definitely sucks. But we are moving into the next phase instantly, which is really good. That's what I wanted to see. Yep, a merge like that. That's not bad. That's not bad, honestly. We could do this. We can do this. We can actually merge this. Or I think what we'll do, actually, what we'll do is we will actually push up a Light Elizabeth ultimate. I think that might be the way to go, honestly. I'm going to do this. That's going to do a lot of damage right there. That's going to proc Light Elizabeth's passive as well for the full heal, which we don't need since we did go first and we were doing fine. But this shouldn't kill. Oh, okay, relax. Okay, good. So it doesn't kill. We do a good amount of damage though. And now we can actually, the attack up's not going to help us, but we can attack up if we wanted to and go for the ultimate. But what you guys could just do, or I guess for the video, what I'll do is I won't ult and I'll just go for the rank 2. I'll just show you guys what happens when you do a single target, right? We don't have to do the ultimate. This would do more, but for the sake of the video for you guys, we'll do the single target so you guys can see like what score you would get if you just like attack. You don't have to ult, right? Like you can ult, but we'll go for the single target. Well, and also we'll get the attack buff with Tarmiel to actually benefit the single target more. So there we go. So we do 679k. You know, give or take. That's you know, pretty good damage right there. Let's see what the score we get, and we're gonna get 2,700. So now we need 3,300 more score to actually finish out this Knighthood Guild boss. So we'll do the rest of that in these next 2 ones, right? So let's go to the hard difficulty. We'll hop into that. So let's hop in. We'll do the exact same team. Nothing else is going to change. We could run attack food again. I am putting that out there for you guys. You can run attack food if you want to get the higher damage, like, you know, end of turn, which could definitely help you. But I'll be running the HP food just for bigger basic stats with the HP. And yeah, let's see here though. Hopping into the hard Kelak. This one, remember, only has 1 phase, same with the normal one. So you want to, you know, go about this in a little bit of a different manner. So what you want to do though is you'll go for the AoE with Margaret, and then this, and then double buff. And then the next turn, you want to buff up, and then do a really, really strong single target. That's pretty much the plan, right? You want to do the AoEs with Sariel. There you go. And then you double buff so that you don't, you know, kill before when double buffing first. And then, yeah, that's going to definitely help you. You want to probably top deck at least 1 buff card too. Because if you do, then you can actually get another hidden, which would proc Lateless passive, which is, you know, the most beneficial thing you can do, right? But right there, we are going to get infected, and it is going to, you know, kind of cuck us a little bit. I'm going to do this AoE though, and I'm going to merge this. And I'm going to go for the Light Elizabeth rank 2 single target. I think that'll probably do the most amount of damage, which will also get us the full heal. So we'll do that. And let's see here. We go for the AoE, and that's going to lower him to the point where he loses the buffs that he has. And then this is obviously going to do a lot of damage right there. So there we go, 400k. It doesn't have to be anything like too crazy. And then we also get the Light Liz all stats at the end. But there you guys go, 2,000 points right there, right? 2,000 on the dot. So 2,000 plus the 2,700. We only need now, what is that? 1,300, right? On the final difficulty, which is, you know, very achievable. We just hop into the normal difficulty here, and we're just going to do the exact same thing, guys. We double buff after, and then after we use the skills, and then we're going to be good, right? So that's pretty much what you guys want to be doing. As long as you're able to do that, you should do fine. You know, depending on your damage. You might sometimes deal a little bit too much damage, and then in that case scenario, then it's a little bit dangerous. But I'll show you guys here what I like to do, right? So we'll do the exact same thing. We'll do this card. I think what we'll do is we'll do this card first with Sariel and then Margaret, because I feel like that might keep us alive, or keep him alive. I feel like that might not kill, but keep him alive, right? There we go. And then Margaret. Oh, that killed. Wow. Okay, we gotta run this back, guys. We gotta run this back. Let's do another run. I didn't think that would have killed. That's not gonna be enough, though, right? Oh, it is. Okay, well, I guess there is that. I'll do it again, though. I'll do it again. Just so you guys can see what you should do. And for you guys, you might not even kill anyway, because you probably have less stats than me if you are doing this. But we'll do it again, and I'll show you guys again. But what I'll do this time is I won't double attack. Because I think that'll do too much. So we'll just do 1 AoE here, and I'll double buff. Right, I think we'll do Sariel AoE actually, so we can get some basic stats, and then hopefully on the top deck, we get something that we can top deck for some extra basic stats. Right, so if you top deck like another buff card or like a single target with Light Liz, could be good. You want to try and get her all stats proc if possible, man. That's why getting buff cards helps, because okay, we didn't get a buff card there. Getting buff cards helps because then we would be able to buff and then use the final card, and then we would get the proc for all stats, right? But unfortunately, we're not able to do that. So what we'll do then here is we'll just go for the single target with Light Liz. You know, I could actually probably do this, which might do more. So I'll actually do this, because then we'll do the we'll get extra damage because of the max gauge, right? So we go for the AoE, and that's gonna be what, like 300k, and this will be a better score than what we just got before because we did more damage as we finished the fight. So yeah, as you guys can see, 1600. So if you do like strategies like that where you finish off with like a little bit more damage, you're gonna get a little bit better score. But there you guys go, man. That is the strategy right there for the Knighthood Guild Boss as of October 29th. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. That's going to be that. And we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out and have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man. Let me collect my rewards. And yeah, well, we'll see you guys later.